All right, boys, girls, guys, gals, this is what we have. So this is Thursday. I've been pretty daggone busy this week. Got a lot to tell you. But first, we're going to start with this. So this is a load, special load. Can't tell you who it's for, can't tell you what it's for. But this is a particular load. This is 2 pieces. They weigh 4,500 pounds each. Just picked these up in Columbus a little bit ago at a fab shop. And the email that I received specifically noted on this, absolutely no chains. No chains. Absolutely no chains. Well, when I got up the fab shop, figured they knew that also. And as I was getting things set up, these were actually stood up on end. As I was getting things set up, they were inside flipping them. And guess what they used? They used a chain, picked it up in one spot. And this side isn't too bad, but all those markings right there, that's all from a chain. Drop straight down here. All those markings right there are from a chain. Let's go over to the other side. It gets worse. Go over to the other one. So this is the other one. One chain. That's what happens. Now, it's also straight down. Same thing down here. This is where they wrapped a chain around it and flipped this over. Like I said, they were both standing on end. So what I done was I snapped some pictures after I'd strapped this on while I was still sitting there. Snap pictures of it. And when I snapped pictures, I made sure that you could see my straps, the way I had it tied down. You could see these marks. You know, I took a close-up on them. And you can also see the fab shop sign in the background. So I was still there. Sent them to the customer. It's like, hey, you know, I said, you know, I know that the email said no chains, blah, blah, blah. What do you want to do? Well, they had to go through the chain of command, of course, to figure it out. So I was told to go ahead and take it and just roll with it, that it would be okay for now. I got out of Columbus, almost down here to the house, and I got the phone call back that these are actually not going to be accepted by the customer. So tomorrow morning, these will go back. But the good thing is, now here's the moral of the story here, or the life lesson. Make sure that when you have certain things, for certain rules that the customer wants you to follow, take pictures, make sure that they can see that you're following it. Take pictures, and take more pictures. So now, what would have happened? I would have took this. If I wouldn't have called, or if I wouldn't have texted and I would have just tied down and took off with it, this is what would have actually happened. I would have got over to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where this was going. I'd have pulled in, unstrapped, went to get my paper signed. They would have looked it over and not accepted the load, and then I would have had to bring it back to Columbus. At that time, it's the fab shop word against my word, and more than likely, my insurance would probably end up taking a hit and paying for the repair of this load. So that's why you take pictures and cover your tail on certain things, like this. When it's definitely pay attention to detail, take pictures, take video, do what you got to do to document it. So that's what we've done. And so I'm in the clear with the customer. So the customer will deal directly with the fab shop on this, and I am still within good standings with the customer. So that's that part. All right, the woman bought me a tripod, so I get to put you on a tripod. So the other part of this video, I want to talk about what I've done this week. Been pretty busy. So this is Thursday. Monday, I ended up going to court. Talked about that already. Monday afternoon, I picked up a load to go to Cincinnati for Tuesday. Tuesday, I dropped that load off in Cincinnati, reloaded more stuff to go to Paducah, Kentucky with that lifting beam. And I took it down to Paducah. Delivered it Monday. On my way to Paducah, I ended up getting a phone call. Pretty good deal. Guy that I deal with every now and again. He called me up in dire need of my assistance. Needed me to deadhead directly out of Paducah, Kentucky to Decatur, Indiana. Needed to go to Decatur, Indiana, load a few skids there that was holding up production in Lexington. Take them to Lexington and drop them off. So I had a lot of deadhead. Now, there's been a couple videos on the Hotshot forums and stuff on YouTube about deadheading and what is deadheading and stuff. And typically there's, if you want to say deadhead, it's just your trailer's empty, you're going down the road with nothing on it, going to the next load. That's a deadhead. Do you get paid for deadhead? I do. I just work it right in the bill. You determine what you're comfortable with charging, and that's that. So, I deadheaded 7 hours from Paducah, Kentucky to Decatur, Indiana. Loaded, and then I came home for the night. That was yesterday. That was Thursday or Wednesday. This morning, which is Thursday today. Thursday, I ended up getting up, drove down to Lexington, delivered those few skids from Decatur, and last night I actually got a text message for this stuff that we were talking about just a little bit ago going to Pittsburgh. That's why it's on my trailer. That's how I accumulated the load. It was just through text message through the one of the construction companies that I deal with. So yeah, that's what's happened this week. It's been a wonderful week as far as revenue. Granted, this load is now not going to make it to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, because of the negligence of the fab shop. So neither here nor there. It's not my fault. Ain't no big deal. Everybody knows it's not my fault, so we are where we are. So tomorrow, the only thing that I have to do is I have to run this back up to Columbus, drop it, and then I start my weekend. So that's what's happening. I haven't done a whole lot of video this week, just because, I'm still dealing with all the court crap and, still dealing with insurance companies and stuff like that. And I think I can go ahead and update you a little bit here since Monday. So Monday's video, I said that I should be able to call the his insurance, and get things started. Well, for some reason, that's not how it works. The owner of the company, of the driver that hit me in a company vehicle, that owner of that company doesn't want to accept responsibility and still says that it's not their fault. So right now, I'm going through my insurance, and the way that I have it set up, I'm not going to say too much about it right now, but it is really, really looking into my favor. And I think if things pan out the way that I have them set up through my insurance company, every one of yous every one of you is going to want to try this. So we'll just kind of experiment with that a little bit. And as of right now, that's all I can say about that. We'll just see how that pans out. But I know that my insurance company will take care of me in that sorts, and you know, pretty confident, you know, that this will basically all go away. And he's just, you know, the guy that is holding this up is the cockroach that needs to be stomped on, and it's coming. So that's about as nicely put as I can make it. So until next time, guys, like, subscribe, hit the bell, share my videos, leave comments, ask questions. And I think, you know, the amount of time that I've had, you know, the past couple weeks, we're doing some fishing this Saturday, so I should be able to get some video of that, of the boat out running and stuff. It's just about ready, just a couple little odds and ends to tighten up, and I'll get that taken care of tomorrow. So we'll probably do some fishing Saturday, me and the woman, and you know, you can come along for the ride. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching.